Live, looks like. Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Zach? No, it's living. Hey, how's it going, Brand? Spencer? Joe Harrell, what's going on? How you doing, Joe? Hey, it's good to see you, man. Or not see you, but can hear from you. Yeah, it's going. Still in KC? I am still in KC. Yes, I am. It's been a while since I did a live stream. Just thought I'd fucking check in with everybody, you know. Oh, you're playing freaking No Man's Sky? Nice, dude. We got that update coming. I'm wondering what the door like emote that Sean put in his chat is like. I'm wondering what's coming. I'm very much looking forward to Light No Fire. Like I'm very much looking forward. Light No Fire and also Kingmaker, the game that's been unfortunately delayed. So I haven't actually played this in a few days, but I figured it'd be a good game to check out on a stream. This is my base. There's my freaking rare creatures and shit. Good brother, you. It's rough now, Joe. Honestly, unfortunately, 2 weeks ago, I don't know if you guys saw it in the news. I was at a job, and we had a guy get killed. You know, he, you know, the, there are so many things that went wrong. I'm to blame myself partially, but there's not one factor that contributed to it. There's a lot of small factors. And yeah, like one of the guys I worked with got electrocuted, and he ended up passing. So, it's kind of rough on everybody right now. It's one of those things that, you hear about regularly. We work in a freaking dangerous industry, but until that shit happens close to home, it's not real. Um, so, I mean, it is what it is. We're all dealing with it, but it just fucking sucks. Yeah, I've been drinking way too much beer to deal with it. I need to stop drinking so much, but it is what it is. Like 10 minutes ago, algorithms, well, yeah. Miss you too, Jake. I mean, I haven't missed you specifically because I don't recognize the name, but, I need to check in more regular. How's the kiddies? Kids are doing good. Rake's chilling. Gibbs is chilling. Yeah, I'll call you on Messenger afterwards. Yeah, I'll talk to you. I mean, I'm not going to get into details publicly, but hit me up after this and I'll let you know what really fucking happened. I mean, you broke your back. Yeah, yeah, it's fucking dangerous. No matter what way you look at it, the industry I work in, the only way to safely do tree work is to not do tree work. There's nothing you can do. There's no way to mitigate all the risk. It's just not possible. It is what it is. But I love climbing trees. I'm gonna keep doing it. It's one of those things it is what it is. But unfortunately, there's just no safe way to do it. Yeah, it is said to hear about C'est la vie, c'est la va. Yep. So that's what's going on in my life. Just chugging along, working the 9 to 5, doing what I can. And you get the utilities turned back on. My utilities weren't ever turned off. But yeah, prayers to the family. I mean, we definitely feel bad. He's a younger guy. Not thankfully, but he didn't have a wife and kids that he left behind, and so it's one of those things where it's just it could have been worse. Let me get a mustard, egg, and cheese. Good to see you too. Let me get a mustard, egg, and cheese. You need land clearance versus every person at 100% risk for a fuck up. You got 7 guys on a job. Yeah, I mean there's no safe way to do it. We work in a fucking dangerous industry. You know. Hey, what's going on, Brett boy? How you doing? Good to hear from you, man. Hope you're doing all right. I've had shit go sideways many times while falling trees. Anyone who's done tree work is safe. Saying bullshit. Yeah, it's there's no safe way to do it, unfortunately. It's been forever since we talked. Yeah, it's been a long time, man. Haven't checked in a while. I hope you're doing all right. You know, last I heard from you, you were getting that freaking shit going. You got some saws, got your freaking mowers and shit going for you. Hope you're doing all right. Don't beat yourself up. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I deservedly need to beat myself up a little bit. You know, it's not something that I share in the blame. There are things that shouldn't have happened because I was there. You know, it's not saying it was all my fault, but it was partially my fault. You know, it is what it is. Excuse me. Had a company Christmas last year. Have a bloke pass away, not being careful around lower voltage power. Yeah. Self-awareness and such, obviously. Good to see you too, Phantom X. Let's go kill some hazardous fauna, shall we? Got my Sentinel ship here. I picked this up last week. It's pretty badass. Not the most badass ship, but I think it looks cool. So got that S class on there. And I'm guilty of glitching, honestly. You know, just for the freaking inventory slots and everything. But whatever. Like the game's already a time sink. So what happened is, you know, unfortunately, we were working under the impression that the power was de-energized, and it was not de-energized. Is the simple explanation of what happened. But you know, I mean, there's more to it than that. It's not just that, but that's kind of the big thing. Where am I even going here? You know, what game is this? This is No Man's Sky. Came out quite a while ago. Disastrous release. But Sean Murphy, those guys really made the game good. You know, they made up for the disastrous release with what the game has become, thankfully. And all of the DLC and updates that have come since release have been free, and that's pretty nice. You know, they've regained their integrity, I'll say, because they lost it pretty harshly when the game first came out. Like, they promised so much, and then they didn't deliver on anything. And now the game's actually pretty fucking decent, like, pretty amazing, to be honest. And this planet looks like shit to find hazardous flora on. All these fucking mountains and shit. Someone died? Yeah, someone did die. There was a fatality. Life's a garden, dig it, brother. Yeah. Nice Joe Dirt reference there. I'm not scanning out the way, make some credits. Oh. You play Fallout 76 at all? I have, and it's one of those things that I kind of want to get back into because I really like the Fallout IP is my favorite. Like I really like Fallout. I haven't played it in a while, mainly because I hate Bethesda. They're garbage. They destroyed that IP. It could be so much better than what it is currently. And Fallout 76, the monetization is atrocious. Like they're so fucking greedy. And I try to stay away from games whose developers are as greedy as they are currently, but I love the IP, so it's something I'll probably get back into eventually. What I'd really like to see is a Fallout 5 that isn't built with Bethesda's current engine. You know, Starfield was fucking disgusting. Starfield was such a shit game. And so I don't want to see another Fallout game built with the same engine. And who's hitting me? Something just hit me. All right. So yeah, I played Fallout 76 a little bit, and it's something that I would like to get into, but I haven't just because I don't feel like spending the money. You know, they over monetized it. Still on Instagram. I'm gonna text you on there. Yeah, I still am on Instagram. I don't check it regularly. It's pretty rare that I ever post anything. You know, maybe once a week or so I'll check messages, but you know nobody ever sends me anything on Instagram. So I said I'll check more frequently after this just to get your message. But yeah, I'm not on Instagram all that much anymore. What is this guy? Giant teddy bear with a beak. Let's give him some food, see what he gives us. Some milk. Alright, I'll milk him. I'm not going to tame him. Looks pretty cool, but I got some pretty interesting pets already. It's fun to ride. Let's go underwater, see what we can discover under there, make some credits. It's pretty shallow. Not going to see much. They clean it up mildly, but it's brutal without Fallout First subscription. Yeah, that Fallout First subscription and the Atomic Shop. I mean, it's a joke. It's so garbage. You know, they monetized it so heavily. They're so fucking greedy. But I mean, that's no different than any other game developer these days. You know, we're in late stage capitalism. That's where we're at. It doesn't matter what it is. Everything is just profit driven for the fucking shareholders, regardless of what it is. You know, even food is that way. You know, who cares about starving people as long as we can fucking turn a bigger profit? off of selling food to people. Hey man, good to see you. Still about. Been watching years immemorial. Oh, thanks, Western Mass Climber. Sorry for last man. Hope you're doing all right-ish. Here for you, man. Appreciate it, Pim. Yeah, it was a week and a half or so ago, and so I've had time to kind of deal with it. I'm older. I've seen some shit in my life. It's the younger guys I work with that I'm more worried about. I'll be okay, but we got some guys that haven't been to work since, and you know, and I don't blame them if they find a different profession. It really hits hard when it's this close to home. It makes you realize just how fucking dangerous shit is. Years and years. Sorry, man. What is your Instagram? I can't find it. I know you. I have you. Yeah, it's a Nyma at NYMUH, I believe. Human backwards. Like, there's so many people on Instagram that I couldn't really find anything human related that even worked that somebody already hadn't had. Oh, yeah, what Pim said, Naima. Sorry, I gotta look like up over my first monitor to see my second monitor to see the chat. Alright, how many... Where am I? It's been a few days since I played this game. I need to remember what my keybinds and everything are. There we are. Still need more to do. I've been playing Mega Bonk lately, honestly. That's a good brainless game to play. Doesn't require any thought, just killing shit. A bullet heaven. Yeah, no hazardous flora. This looks pretty flat. Let's see if we can find some stuff here. Really nearest one's 1,300 U's away. Let's scan those. Well, there's one. Oh. I nearly died on a job 2 months ago, so I kind of feel the same shit show. It's horrendous. Yeah, it is. It's one of those things that, no matter how much of the risk you mitigate, you can't mitigate everything. You be as safe as you can, but unfortunately, there's no way to be 100% safe. Fallen Traveler. Oh, that's the Fallen Traveler. Superheated rainstorm approaching. Alright, let's refill my fucking shit here. Yeah, I'm running 26 FPS. I'm guessing streaming and playing this game doesn't really... They don't like each other. Please don't hesitate to message me, man. Gotta go to sleep. It's 1 a.m. here. Love you. Hey, have a good one, Pim. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate you, and stay safe out there. Anyone that works in this industry is, unfortunately, been fucking close to death at one point or another. It's a risk we take. And these quests suck. They always put these quests on, like, the most inhospitable world possible. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You can't make the quest easy. Just show up to a planet, kill a bunch of fucking plants, and then run away. But yep, checking in again soon. Yep, have a good one, Pim. Yep, I'll get back. That big guy from London, UK, miss your videos. Yeah, company I work for now has a no social media policy, so I just don't even bother filming. Honestly, I'm doing scheduled line clearance right now anyway, which is pretty boring. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but like rarely do I ever come across jobs that are even interesting enough to film. So I'm just trudging along, doing mundane stuff every day for the most part. I had an interesting one that was kind of fun on Friday. It was a customer request ticket for a tree that they're having removed, and this is the kind of stuff I was doing at Wrights when I was there, getting trees out of a 10-foot diameter of the power lines for the residential companies. And why am I falling down? Oh, fuck. Just lost that progress. So at Wrights, I was doing that shit all the time, which was nice. And here, it's only occasionally that I get to do any fun big jobs. But it was the Alienus, which I hate doing because they're so fucking brittle. But it was still fun. I gotta do some rigging, gotta do some legit cutting. Well, it wasn't a blast, but at the same time, it broke up the monotony of doing just your basic schedule line clearance, which is a lot of just hand sawing, pruner clipping, maintenance type shit. Where am I? Oh, no, don't fall. Oh, come on. Dude, I can't even see anything. How do they expect me to navigate this planet? I'm falling right now, and Somewhere over here. There it is. Oh, so the quest didn't even start till I found that, so all those fucking plants that I killed already didn't count. That's amazing. That's awesome. Good to see you enjoying life, man. Much love being sent your way. Appreciate it, Nate. If you're in a steal again, come to DeClue and Sons. Could use someone like you. Stay safe. Likewise, man, stay safe. I don't know. I don't think anyone can really use anyone like me, but... So now that we actually got the quest started, I guess we can start killing shit. Oh, sorry there, buddy. Didn't mean to shoot you. Nine, this will be 10, so we need 4 more. Mission complete. Alright, let's get out of here. My frame rates are fucking atrocious. Come on, where can I land the ship? I think it's color. Okay. Color filter on this world made it look not green, because I'm guessing green doesn't show up on this planet. Let's go turn this shit in. What's up, bud? Nice hat. That's cool. Can't summon companions here? What? Wait, we can't summon pets on the anomaly now? Oh, there we go. How are you supposed to show off your rare shit? Wait, since when can't we summon pets on the anomaly? Oh, man, that's some garbage. So what, all we can do is dance with each other? Alright, I guess we can dance. Man, that's some shit. Where's my other... There we go, there's my staff. That's what my character looks like. Yeah, autophage with the staff. I mean, the staff I'm not using currently, but for aesthetics, that's my go-to. Are you playing on an Odyssey G9? The very short, wide aspect ratio. Yeah, shit, I don't even know. I'm playing. It's 5120 by 1440. Yeah, and I'm sure on your guys' screen there are really big black bars above and below, because it's a curved screen. Honestly, I'm not sure if it's an Odyssey G9 or not, but yeah, 5120 by 1440 is my current resolution. Yeah, let's. Oh, I'm curious. Let's see. Display settings. Odyssey G95. Yep, you were right on. So I just pulled up my second monitor. I've got that second monitor above my first one, but yeah. I'm surprised it switched over. I didn't think it would do that. There we go. Should probably go check in with my settlements, and I just lost my freaking my YouTube chat on my second monitor. I guess I should have planned this out a little better, huh? Where are we at? Oh yeah, I'm watching Invasion Season 3 currently, if you guys were curious about that. Dude, the ending of Season 2 of Invasion was garbage. I don't know if you guys have watched Invasion, but holy shit, such a letdown. And right before watching Invasion Season 2, I was watching Foundation, and the end of Foundation Season 3, fucking garbage. Dude, just pissed me such a... Like, you get to the end of a season of a show and you expect some kind of plot resolution, none to be had. Foundation, Season 3, no plot resolution at the end, just like Invasion Season 2. Such garbage. Playing on, yeah. So, it is what it is, though. Let's go check in with my settlements real quick. I should probably... it's been a few days since I freaking checked in on them. I guess for streaming purposes, I probably should have dropped my resolution to like 1080, just so you guys wouldn't be experiencing this whole widescreen shit, but not really all that into streaming or YouTubing anymore, so just kind of doing this as a fucking check-in, you know. We got 4% happiness, debt. We'll endorse that. Under attack. Alright, let's go kill some shit real quick. Even though it sucks killing shit at 24 frames per second. What are my hotkeys? I don't even fucking remember. Manipulator, plasma launcher, boltcaster. Alright, there's boltcaster. Oh, we got sentinels. Oh, we got a fucking walker. Nice. Oh shit. Oh, we got biologicals and fucking sentinels at the same time? That's the first time I've seen that. Oh shit, I need to fucking recharge my shit. Where am I at? Oh, this fucking frame rate makes everything so hard. I have no idea what's going on. Alright, where's this brood mother at? Oh, there it is. There it goes. The walker brain. Yep, got the walker brain. I gotta build. I'm just gonna head back to my fucking base and probably save game and then just stop the live stream. So, you guys got any questions or comments or anything? Let me know. I'm gonna turn this shit off here in a second or in a minute. Shit, what's up, big man? Miss you. How's it going, Oscar? We just talked like a few days ago. Oscar's one of the most badass climbers I've ever met. Yeah, hey, you want to talk about two of the most badass guys? Oscar Lopez and Joe Harrell in the chat. Those two. Joe Harrell taught me. Oscar, taught me as well, but he's at Wrights right now. He's working the NL yard. It's good to hear from you, man. Oscar's an amazing guy, as is Joe. You know, in our industry, I'll be the first to admit that it's hard to find guys that are good, whose egos aren't so fucking massive that they won't teach people and everything, and both of those guys are fucking amazing, and their egos aren't so fucking huge that they're, afraid of teaching people shit. They're both great fucking teachers. Alright, let's get that shit going, get some nanites set. What processor and GPU you using? I'm running an Intel 13700K and a 3080 10 gig. So that's honestly though, I'm looking my next upgrades. I'm probably going to be getting away from Nvidia, going to AMD. Fuck Nvidia. Their AI shit they got going on, the fucking greed, the fucking bullshit. Yeah, fuck Nvidia. I'm going AMD, and then I'm honestly I'm probably going to AMD on my processor too. The fucking dude with our government buying a 10% stake in Intel, that's communism. Everybody blames yells at me because of my tattoos for being a communist and shit. Your current government is going towards communism, all right? Them buying a stake in a private company is fucking communism. I'm not even going to get into that right now. it is what it is. Just it's so funny when you fucking get people yelling at you for certain shit, and they don't even know what they're yelling at you for because they're too dumb to comprehend the underlying principles of the situation. You know, it's like Americans when they fucking yell at you for being socialist or communist or anything like that, and then you ask them what is socialism, and they have no fucking clue. Really? You're just a fucking programmed fucking sheep who hates socialism because that's what you've been told. You know, just like all these fucking MAGA Republican morons. All you're doing is spouting shit that you've been told to spout because you're too dumb to think for yourself. Whatever. But yeah, I'm going AMD. You make me blush. You make me blush. Hey, so I've got one of my more recent videos. Is called Oscar's Oak. If you go watch that video, that's the Oscar that's in chat right now. The guy that's up in the tree with me. 9070 XT is what I'm looking at. Nice. Yeah. NVIDIA is Latin for 7 deadly sins. Hey, what's going on, Rusty? How you doing, man? Translates to envy or jealousy. You know, it's just so they're like, I don't understand how people don't realize, you know, we're just setting up one bubble after another, and right now with the whole NVIDIA just pumping money back into the AI companies, which are pumping money back into NVIDIA, which are pumping, like, it's just a fucking circle jerk that's about to collapse. The writing's on the wall. If you have any kind of pattern recognition at all, it's not that hard to see. Like, we're heading to bad times. It's fucking atrocious. But, you know, when you're fucking... You know, growing up, I used to think people were smart. And now that I'm older, it's, like, one of the hardest things for me to realize is how fucking dumb people are. Well, no matter we have such fucking problems, people are just fucking stupid. But it is what it is. Alright, let's save this shit and get out of here. A game on AMD, it's awesome. Yeah, and you know, I was just watching Gamers Nexus video. Alright, well, let's get out of here. Now, Yahweh is making the fucking processors. And so, I mean, they're not up to speed currently, but, like, look at that. 96 gig dual GPU, and it can't push the numbers currently that NVIDIA and AMD can, but it won't be long until they can. Like, yeah, so, you know, it's so ridiculous. You know, China has overtaken us on so many things, and the things that they haven't overtaken us on, they soon will, because here well, those that live in the U.S. are in a country that has now fucking deprioritized education because the Republicans don't like smart people because smart people realize how fucking dumb Republicans are. And so we're now fucking cutting education. And so when you cut education, you can't progress technologically. Okay? If you have a nation of stupid fucking people, you're not going to progress. And China has a population of educated people, and they prioritize education. So while historically, like, we've excelled technologically, currently we're regressing. Okay, and it's one of those things. And it's all religion based, because we're like a Christian nation according to the Republicans, right? But if you look at like level of education versus religiosity, they go like this. It's like the smarter you are, the less religious you are, and so currently we're just putting in place more religion because it keeps people sheepish in line. You know, that's what MAGA wants, a bunch of dumb fucking laborers. But China's not that way. Like they're promoting intelligence, whereas we're demoting it. So I'm interested to see what Yahweh can do with GPUs in the near future because they're already pretty fucking close. You know, it's not long before the technological gap will be closed and in fact reversed. Awesome that you're passionate about making the U.S. better. It's a sad state of affairs. Yeah, it's fucking sad. And I'm not passionate about making the U.S. better. I don't really give a shit. You know, I'd be more passionate about making society as a whole better. You know, I'm not a fucking patriot by any means. I'm more ashamed of American history than anything. Human history in general, I guess you would say, you know. But I just look at the human species as one, just broken up between fucking arbitrary lines on a fucking map. So, anyway, I'm about to sign off. Just thought I'd do a quick live stream, check in, see how everybody's doing. You know, I'll probably do it in another month or so. I don't know. But hope you all are doing all right. And, yeah, I'm going to sign off here. So, have a good one, humans.